Hello, my fellow silver stackers. Today I am starting off a silver giveaway. I'm giving away 10 ounces of my own silver bar in my personal collection for December for Christmas. If you want to enter, all you have to do is hit the like button, subscribe, comment your favorite type of silver or what you think the silver prices will be by Christmas, and one person will be picked by the end of December. Yeah, I'm giving away free silver, so join in, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment your favorite type of silver or the price of silver you think will be by the end of December. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome back to Wall Street Bullion. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. Our guest today is Rich Checkan, President and COO of Asset Strategies International. Rich, welcome back.
It's good to be back. Thanks for having me, Ivan.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. I wanted to get you down and talk about all the excitement. There's so much more excitement right now in precious metals. You're looking at silver prices shoot through the roof, gold prices as well, but silver is the main topic and Bitcoin. My first question to you, Rich, is you see Bitcoin dropping massively, and then you see in the face of that precious metals holding up strong like silver. What are your thoughts on that right now?
Yeah, I think it just kind of confirms what I've always suspected is, at present. Keep in mind, Bitcoin was established in what, 2009, right? So
Mhm.
it's a 16-year-old angst-filled teenager that doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up, right?
Right.
So it thinks it wants to be the new gold, right? Digital gold. And that's how they market it, and that's clever and everything. But the reality is that's not how it behaves. It's behaving as a speculation. And this just kind of confirms that, which there's nothing wrong with that, mind you. I own some. I love the speculation. I'm enjoying the roller coaster ride, but I don't pretend that it's a store of value. Precious metals, gold and silver are stores of value, and they're proven to be so over time.
Absolutely. Now, there's been so much talk this past week about silver and where it's going and what's happening right now. A lot of people there's rumors swirling online that some big player came in and bought 100 million ounces and has taken delivery. There's other rumors where actually not rumors, but there's other, reportings of, JP Morgan closing their trading desk and moving it out to Asia. What's happening right now?
Well, I think there's a lot of noise. Obviously, silver. My sales manager mentioned it this morning. Silver is getting a lot more mainstream press than it has in the past, and that's good and bad. It creates a little bit of concern when everybody starts hearing silver every other sentence. They're like, "Oh my God, is this the top?" I don't think anything could be further from the truth. I mean, at $58, $57, whatever it's trading at today, that's only part of the run. When you look at a 45-year cup and handle breakout, I'm looking for 90 to $100 silver bare minimum before all said and done. So we're just getting started, but there are some real concerns. I think there's noise about the 11-hour COMEX shutdown the other day. They credited that to I guess a heating system or something, shut down for a while. Even though they have redundant services, people are making claims about what was really behind that, about 400 million ounces or something standing for delivery.
Hmm.
Uh, Bottom line is we don't know, and we probably will never know the background of what's going on at the COMEX. There are more people taking delivery than they have in the past, but the reality is very few people take delivery of COMEX futures
Right.
contracts. So that still hasn't changed. It is up, yes, but it's still very low comparatively. The important factors about silver are their supply demand equation, in my opinion, right? So we had 11 years of surplus production of silver, and then the past 5 years since then have been deficit production, the first 2 years of which wiped out 11 years of surplus,
Right.
right? So we've had 3 years where we're just digging the hole deeper in the ground, coming up with less and less silver to meet demand. And now, oh, by the way, the investors in this market, that's when silver really gets fun, when the investor starts buying gold and therefore silver. And that's starting to happen on top of all the industrial demands that are still out there, to include the naming of silver as a critical mineral. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of pressure on the demand side, a lot of stress on the supply side, and we're seeing the impact of that. It's economics 101. The price goes up.
hmm Now, just taking a look at the price charts here for silver. Now, for the if we go back all data, maybe like till the past to 1975, there was that
Yep.
massive spike up in the 70s to 80s.
Yep.
Then you had, absolutely nothing for so many years. You had another spike up in the 2008, 2009 financial crisis.
Yep.
Now you're having a spike up. Is it a possibility that we will see it drop down again? And if it does drop, it might drop to the 30 or 20 level. Is that possible?
I don't know that we'll go that low, but the reality is we probably will see it come down. Let's face it, silver is a more volatile metal price wise than gold is. Gold is kind of steady Eddie. Your monetary metal just keeps plodding along. Over time, it consistently moves up. Silver follows gold, but it accentuates every move to the up and to the down. It's why I love silver for profit potential. It
Right.
falls further than gold does in the bear markets, and it climbs higher than gold does in the bull markets. That's a greater trough to peak potential, and therefore greater profit potential. I love silver. I love silver here for that reason. If you don't own some and you are interested in profit in precious metals, you are completely missing the boat, but you haven't missed it yet. Just get on it, right?
Are you starting to see at your the business that you're at, are you starting to see institutional buyers? Are you starting to see more investors? Or are we still not at that point where there's institutional buyers?
Well, institutional. So let's take out central banks right off the bat. They don't buy silver, right? They buy gold, and that's part of the reason we've seen the gold silver ratio, the number of ounces of silver it takes to buy an ounce of gold, elevated for the past 4 to 5 years. Even though gold was climbing, that number would not budge downward because Western investors, retail investors, were not in this marketplace yet, and therefore they weren't buying silver alongside of gold. Now we're finally seeing that number. It came down to from 89 down to about 73. So we're starting to see movement. We've got a long way to go down to 35 to 50. There is some institutional buying. I think it was a month or two ago we got word that the Saudi sovereign wealth fund bought, and I'm sure others will as well. We're
Yeah.
seeing an increase in ETF holdings. That's typically how institutions are going to buy. And honestly, in my opinion, lazy investors. They're going to go the easy way and they're going to buy ETFs, even though they own no silver whatsoever. They
hmm
own shares in a offshore trust whose job it is to mimic the silver price, but they own no silver. I think the smart investors are buying physicals here. And the institutionals will buy that way because, again, it's easier for a big fund to do so. But I think be careful if you do that as an investor.
Welcome to the Cayman Islands, a premier offshore jurisdiction where natural beauty meets financial stability. Here, your wealth is more than secure. It thrives in one of the most trusted and respected financial centers in the world. For over a decade, SWP has been the trusted choice for precious metal investors worldwide. Our purpose-built 6,000 square foot facility sets a new standard in precious metal storage. We are proud to be one of the only vault operators approved by the London Bullion Market Association. Beyond safeguarding your assets, we're committed to making a difference in our community by supporting local causes and events that reflect our values. As we continue to expand and innovate our services, we ensure that your wealth is safe and strategically positioned to shield you from the uncertainties that lie ahead. Strategic wealth preservation, trusted today and ready for tomorrow.
Sure.
Do you think, Rich, because of all the movement in precious metals, it's just showing how much, the dollar is losing its value, or like because it's just the financial climate that we're in, Bitcoin going down, is it because the US dollar has lost so much purchasing power that the fundamentals of silver and gold are just keep going up, or why is it such a big move this year? Is it just too much money printing? What are your thoughts?
For sure. I mean, if you look at the gold price, right? And of course, silver follows the gold price. But if you look at the gold price and you overlay that to the money supply,
Hmm.
right? They're virtually the same exact graph, right? There's no question. If you want to know where the gold price is going and therefore the silver price is going long term, look at the money supply. If
Yeah,
if governments are expanding fiat currency in circulation, the price of everything will go higher. There's no two ways about it. And it's not just the US dollar. Now, we suffer from incredible dysfunction here. We've got, very partisan, divisive Congress that cannot balance a budget and will shut down a government and then come back in the end and pass a bill that spends more money than we had taken anyway. That is not a good look for any government. But U.S. is not alone. Worldwide is addicted to debt. They're expanding their money supplies as well, and gold and silver going up in every currency due to fiscal mismanagement. It's what we're seeing. It's what we've seen for a long time, and unfortunately, I think we're going to see it for a long time to come.
absolutely. Well, Rich, I want to thank you so much for coming down and speaking to the precious metals community. Before you go, though, where could people connect with you?
I appreciate that. The easiest way is our website, www.assetstrategies.com. You can email us, info@assetstrategies.com. Both are great ways to get our free newsletters. And then call us toll free, 800-831-0007. And that's 10 better than James Bond. So.
No, I highly recommend everyone watching this. Please go check out their website. But Rich, I want to thank you so much for coming down on a short notice, especially everything that's happening in precious metals this week and coming up this year to December. But thank you so much. And as the market develops, love to have you back on.
Love to come back, and best wishes to you and your listeners for the holiday season. Spend time with family. We got a lot to be thankful for if you're stacking gold and silver.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks, Rich. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye bye now.
Take care.